I put this on? I wish I had a stand.
How about this? You want to try it?
Maybe you can pull your questions off of your live stream. You just ask people like right before we start editing. You post your questions below.
Oh wow. Okay. Hi everybody. Wow, 103 people are on right now. Let me just get this situated here before we start, Gianni. Whoa.
I'm ready.
Hold on. How do I flip it around? There. Okay. Let's see. Is this gonna work? Nope. Good morning, everyone. Okay, so I'm about to go live on the Gianni show. We're going to record it as a Zoom and then air it live at 12 like we normally do. Darn it, I wish I had a stand. Okay, maybe I just hold it there. Okay.
Oh, that works.
This
okay,
works?
Cool. Yeah.
Except you're not really.
No, I'll squeeze in.
Okay. Hey, Back Defense is here. I'm competing against my husband. Always. We compete at everything. Don't you know?
She competes with everyone, with
That's
herself
true.
even
my kids. And don't think I let them win either. I'm very competitive. All right, so put that up. Okay, you're done?
I'm done.
Okay. All right, we're getting ready to go live with the Gianni show. Ready? Gianni, is it recording on your end? Oh, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Hello and welcome to the Gianni show. Today I have a very special guest in the house, Bobby Awad, one of my best friends from Los Angeles. When this whole COVID thing went down, I just called her up and said, you've got to get here. There's no way I'm leaving you alone in Los Angeles by yourself when this whole thing happened. So she's been here for 2 weeks now, probably going to stay another month for sure, at least. Anyway, I had her on the Gianni show today because some of you may or may not know, but Grant and I are dividing and conquering right now. He is in Clearwater, Florida with our other daughter, Sabrina, and Bobby, myself, and Scarlett are holding down the fort here in Miami. So it's really nice to have her, and, she's a ton of fun.
Oh, my God. I'm the luckiest person to be here with you.
Oh, thank you. So today on the Gianni show, I wanted to have Bobby on because I get asked questions. Also, I'm doing a live on Instagram. If you're here and I can peek down and read some questions, go ahead and comment below and ask questions, and we'll try to get those answered. But today, Bobby will be the interviewer on the Gianni show. Go ahead.
Okay, first question. Do you always go to your husband for advice?
No. That is a good question,
right?
Though. Yeah. No, I don't always go to my husband for advice. I really try to figure most of the stuff out myself, especially if it falls under my division. We have divisions in our relationship. I run certain departments, he runs certain departments. So I try to get certain things figured out. A lot of the times I make it a point not to go to him with certain things just because sometimes you get too many chefs in the kitchen and it causes chaos. So I do not always go for him advice, but if it pertains to something that we both need to make a decision in, then yeah, I will.
How about your personal business? Do you go to him for advice? I understand that at home.
What does that mean?
So you're building your empire now, right?
Yeah.
So writing a book, for example, or doing a speaking gig, do you always know, or do you go to him for advice? Like, hey, should I do this? Should I write this? Should I speak here? Or should I speak there?
Yes, I do. Sometimes I try to make those decisions on my own, and then when I hit like a block, like a roadblock, I go to him, and then I think, why didn't I go to him earlier on those manners? Because he knows more than I do in that area. He's gotten and runs 15 businesses, so he's already run into experiences and things that I'm just encountering for my first time, and he'll give me suggestions about things that like I would have never thought about that end up being the right decision. And in terms of speaking engagements or something like that, I'll finally go to him with a contract and say this is what they want, and he'll say no way, triple the amount, or say this or that, and I'm terrified to do it because I don't want to blow the deal because I want to do it so badly. And then sure enough, I get exactly what he said. So I do consult him when it comes to building my empire because he's experienced. I trust his opinion.
Right. Okay. Is it difficult to build your own empire while supporting your husband's empire?
Yes.
What are some of the challenges? How do you overcome them?
And I'm like, you got me there. It's difficult because it's a new thing. I'm doing Build an Empire. I'm doing 10X Ladies. I've branched off from as really being kind of behind the scenes for Grant, although I still maintain that role in the protecting of the organization and the procuring allies and et cetera, all the other stuff that I was doing. Now I also have to do that and start my own thing from the ground up. And it's hard for me to start my thing with the ground up, that it's hard for me to get attention or resources or support because my division hasn't monetized to the level where his is. So it's hard to pull resources from his organization to help me with mine because I'm not quite as legitimate as he is yet. So it's really difficult because the challenge is that I have to prove myself and get my own entity up and running without having to pull from his resoures.
Now, you being a boss...
I don't know if I articulated that well.
No, you did a great job.
But it's difficult. It's difficult.
You're doing a great job at it.
Thanks. Especially like if too much of my attention goes over here and I drop a ball over here with him and with what I'm doing there. That's my biggest challenge.
Yeah. You're doing a great job, and it's always a work in progress. Here's the thing. You being a boss woman and him being the alpha male that he is.
Uh-huh.
Is there ever a power struggle?
Yeah, there's always a power struggle because I'm extremely powerful. Like I am powerful. I'm not going to diminish that I am powerful, but that wasn't what I was trying to say. I'm a very determined woman in my own right, and I have very strong opinions and ideas about the way things that should be run. And in my head, I'm a 6'2" special forces dude, and then I look in the mirror and I look at these tiny little muscles, and I realize, okay, that's not really who I am. So I have to work with what I've got. So yes, the answer is there's always a power struggle between us. But because we have divided up who does what in our relationship, I'm not just expected to be some subservient woman and do whatever he says, blah, 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 because, that would drive me crazy. So I'm the boss at what I do. And, when we do a good job of me letting him be the boss of his role and him letting me be the boss of my role, and we don't cross lines, try to bypass each other in those roles, we do a very good job. When we try to bypass the other and try to run the other person's division or get really critical or whatever with how they're running their division, that's the only time we have an issue.
So, okay, there isn't I have to be right situation with him, obviously.
Well, we also run into husband and wife type situations, where, I am right all the time. So, yeah, of course we encounter, I want to be right all the time. But when you know your purpose and it's big enough and you're on the same team, and at the end of the day, that's my team. That's the guy I'm going to back every single time. So when I take a step back out of having the need and the compulsion to be right, when I actually take a step back and look at the big picture of where we're going to go and that he is on my team, it's an easier pill to swallow to just either be right and admit you're not right, or admitting that you're not right when you're right. It's an easier pill to swallow if you're willing to make a sacrifice of having to be right for a long-term goal that's going to pay off with more benefits on the other side. Like, I'm willing to say, okay, it was my fault, I fumbled the ball. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe the freaking pass wasn't sent right. But I might be willing to say, you know what, I fumbled the ball. Because when I win the Super Bowl ring, I'm not even going to remember that incident. I have the Super Bowl ring.
I love that. Love that.
How you like me now?
Dropping some bombs over here. Love it. Okay, so this is sort of one question. Do you ever withhold anything from him? Are white lies okay? And is it true that what you don't know won't hurt you?
I do hold things back from him when it comes to white lie type of situations. But I am very honest with Grant, and we are very honest and open. It's the only reason that our relationship is as good as it is because we do not withhold big lies. Like, there is nothing that anyone can hold over my head that I have done that would not go in the white lie category that Grant does not know and would not protect me or have my back on, period. And vice versa. White lies is a different topic, okay? White lies, you have to look at what is the greatest good for the greatest number. And cheating and doing that kind of stuff would obviously not fall under the white lie category. I'm talking white lies, like, is there Santa? Like, that's a white lie, right? I'm talking about little things that he does not need to know, okay? And yes, I participate. I try not to deliberately come out with the white lie, but I don't put it out on the table and, hope he doesn't find out about it. If he finds out about something, I will be honest about it. It's one thing I do pride myself on is that I have courage to face what I've done, fix it, and move forward in that sort of situation. But yeah, look, if I went behind the scenes and facilitated maybe somebody disappearing, I mean, not like literally, but like disappearing, like from the friendship, they get cut off, or maybe someone gets fired from the office or something like that. If I facilitated that and kind of just made everything the perfect petri dish bowl for that to happen, do I need to tell him that? No, I just know that that was the greatest good for the entire organization, and maybe he doesn't need to know all the details.
Love that.
Oh, I'm being really honest today, huh?
Yeah, I like that. People want to hear the truth. I have friends that started businesses or incorporated their partners into the business and regretted it. Now, what do you think of that? Is it a bad idea to work with your partner? Should a woman have her own thing to do, or is it okay to build an empire with your partner?
I think it's 1,000,000% okay to build your empire with your partner, because in the end of the day, it's your empire. Like, why not work on that if you can do that? I think it's a phenomenal idea, but you do have to have things figured out. You have to know who does what. You have to know your role. Just because you are equal in marriage does not mean you are equal in business. I know that Grant is superior to me in business. I do not know business like he does. Not very many people do, though, in my defense, know business as good as he does. So why would I be so arrogant enough just to think that just because I am married to this man that I am entitled to have equal say, when he clearly has the knowledge and the experience and the expertise in the decision-making process to sustain our company? Like, it makes no sense to me. So just because two people are equal in marriage doesn't mean they're equal in business or in other things. So if they are going to work together, no, you have to be honest with yourself. Take your little precious ego out of this scenario and say, who does what the best? Somebody's going to be better at math and accounting, obviously Grant. Someone's going to be better with creativity, ideas, directions, figuring out how to link up people. I'm an incredible middle person. I know how to hook up the right people to make the right businesses thrive. Not in everything, but in certain areas. I know what I'm good at. So if you get into business with your partner, know who does what and let them be the boss. And even if it comes to a decision that you don't agree with, you got to stand behind them and back them. Even if the person might be seeming to appear and they're like stumbling in their department, okay, so what? That's what happens in life. You stumble, you figure some things out. You don't just bypass and like take over. You let them sort it out and back the decisions. That's how you can make it work together with the business. And it's great that Grant and I are in business together because we're so passionate about what we do. So he doesn't come home at 9 o'clock at night and like, you know, not like have to turn it off because I'm like, stop talking about business, real estate, all the stuff we're involved in. That shit turns me on. I love it. You can talk 24/7 about business with me and I'm going to get jacked up. Same way I do about my guns, my ammo, and my martial arts. But can't go to Grant with that stuff because it's not exciting for him. So those kind of things, I just have those conversations with the buddies of mine that love that stuff. So he doesn't have to be included in everything I do. I'm not included in everything he does. Look, he likes golf. I don't like golf. He wants me to do golf. Golf ain't ever happening. But that's okay. Go do golf. I'll never complain if he does golf.
Okay. You know who's a good example outside of you and Grant is The Rock and his ex-wife. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, absolutely.
I say, you want to take some questions from the audience?
Yeah, sure. We can take an audience question. The Rock and his ex-wife are incredible partners, managers. She's his manager, and they just have a great working relationship. Stop. I don't want this right now, but thank you.
I forgot that it was in my hand.
Okay. I'm like, you're making me like, I do the same thing to Grant. Like, what are you trying to do? I read the thing. She had the phone.
I forgot that it was in my hand.
2 times, and she keeps like showing it to me. I'm like, I got it. Like, what are you trying to get me to do? Grant is on. Hey, Grant, welcome to the Gianni show, buddy. Yes, if anyone has a question on my live, I'll accept you in. How about I accept Grant in? Did you invite yourself, Grant? Grant, give me a request and I'll invite you in.
Someone asked over there, who takes better care of the kids that you guys are separating and conquering? Who's doing a better job, you or Grant?
What do you do while we're dividing and conquering?
Yeah, with the girls.
Oh, wow. Well, Grant is an incredible father. And I think he is doing a top-notch job with Sabrina right now. The two of them are so linked in. They're so connected. And I really like the opportunity that Sabrina had this time to have father-daughter time alone without Scarlett. So I think he's doing a great job. There is no comparison. The girls are both loving it. Scarlett's loving having me alone. Sabrina's loving having Papa alone. And it's been really beneficial to our family. Grant, I'm going to try to invite you in. Here I go. Hide live video from Grant Cardone. Go live. Let's
There
see.
you go.
God damn.
Hey, boss.
Oh,
Yeah.
you hated that you could not get in here to jab a jaw. Well, have at it, buddy. Have at it. How are you doing? I miss you. I love you so much.
Oh.
Yeah, that's better. I can hear you better because you're a little far away and I couldn't hear you. So
Okay, but I'm actually filming for the Zoom call recording.
notice your followers. What just happened to your following?
Woo! So those of you on the Gianni
listen.
watching through the IG live, Grant Cardone popped onto my IG live and I went up to 14.
Number one, Elena, I was live. You went live when I was live. Okay, I was already live.
That is not dividing and conquering.
No, that was like, what are you doing? Okay, so for all you guys that follow me, this is Elena Cardone. This is my wife. Make sure you follow her. And this is Elena. You're awesome, by the way. And you look great in blue.
Hey.
And I'm so jealous that Bobby gets to spend all the time with you. Bobby got stuck with me.
We love you and miss you still, though, boss.
Yeah, and Elena, real quick, we just planned on, we're going to do a training. I'm doing a training. Why am I looking at that now?
Oh, I was putting you on the Zoom, on the real G&E recording.
Oh, okay, got it.
Got it. Go ahead, boss.
So grantcardone.com/training. I'm doing a free training Friday night, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, completely free, to show people what they should be doing right now if they haven't quit. If you've quit, I can't help you. Okay, you guys that have quit, I got bad news for you. You want to know what it is? The world ain't gonna.
You say it again, repeat it.
The bad news is for you guys that have quit, and I know there's some quitters in here. For you guys that have quit, the world is not going to end. For you guys that haven't quit, join me Friday night, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to show you exactly what you should be doing. It'll be about 2 hours long. grantcardone.com/training. You have to register to get an invitation. You need to bring a pen, a piece of paper, bring your family if you need to. You need to bring your full attention, and you need to bring an open mind. Okay, just being positive is not going to get you through this.
Right.
Agreed.
Okay.
Where can they sign up for that, Grant? Can you tell me that one more time?
grantcardone.com/training. If you read your comments when you do your Instagram, you would see all that stuff.
Okay. grantcardone.com/training.
I can't wait to get. I got to give you a little spanking here because it's been a while since I've given you a real spanking.
Oh, you dirty, man. You dirty. You are the dirty.
She misses it, let me tell you.
Oh,
I know she does. She misses it. She misses it. Okay. So grantcardone.com/training. Folks, listen to me. You guys that are watching negativity on the internet, you're killing yourself. Okay? And not just you, you're hurting other people. The internet is full of lies right now. It's full of misinformation, conspiracies. It is not benefiting anyone. Okay? Watching the media right now, even watching Donald Trump for 2 hours. There's nothing about that is going to benefit anyone. So you need to be selective. You need to spend more time getting education on what to do right now, how to take advantage of the stimulus programs, how to take advantage of the tax benefits. How do you take advantage of a shut down economy? How do you take advantage of people that are uncertain right now? How do you take advantage? How do you position yourself in this opportunity? This is an opportunity right now, not a problem. You got to move from problem to opportunity. You got to move from a good attitude to action. So a good attitude is not going to get you through this any more than Jesus will. Jesus is not going to fill up your bank account. It's not his job. So the website is grantcardone.com/training. It is free. The price is right. Okay, the only thing you need to invest is about 2 hours with me. I'm going to go through 35 slides. I promise you, you will get off of that. You will not just be positive, but you will know what to do Friday night.
What time, Grant? Can you just tell them again? I pinned it for them on 5
p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 to 7.
5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Grab a little something to eat. If you're on the West Coast, it's going to be 2 p.m., 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the East Coast. Okay. Elena and I love you guys. We'll do anything we can to help you except put up with your bullshit. I'm just not going to put up with it.
That's true.
Okay. I have 105 employees in my offices in Miami. We're here to help you. Okay. Our payroll this month was just over $800,000. Not only are, contrary to what people are saying, not only do we pay people more than the average company in Miami. We have 252 employees in the real estate division. And, I'll give you one example of really bad news. Elena.
Yes, sir.
If you go on the internet, you can see, oh my gosh, commercial real estate is going to fail and blah, blah, blah. 36% of our renters paid before April 1st even came.
Wow.
So we had 94% of our tenants that had leases coming due renew their lease. So, folks, don't believe everything you're hearing on the media. And I'm telling you, there's people that are actually interested in driving markets down so they can make money. And you're being used right now by people. So you just got to decide, do whatever you want to do, but you got to decide what camp you're going to be in when this is over. So we're here to help you. Elena, thanks for doing this this Instagram today. I'm sorry I couldn't be with you. I can't wait to be with you again. And I love you guys.
We love you,
Miss
James.
you
If you're following me, make sure you follow Elena Cardone. She's got, first of all, she's hilarious. And she knows all the inside dirties behind Grant Cardone.
You got that right.
And then if you don't ask her online, but if you're ever in person with her, you're a lady, just go ahead and ask her that question I know you want to ask her.
Ah, I love it.
I know what you want to know. Is he really 10X?
Mm-hmm.
Never disappoint.
Still
That's
married,
true.
happily
That's
married.
true. I can't, I cannot tell a lie. All right. So anything else you want to say before we wrap up the Gianni show? Grant was just on my Instagram live, as you may have heard through the Zoom call there. And you can go this Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go to grantcardone.com/training and register there. I will certainly be there. Bobby will be there, and I can't wait to.
I'm excited.
I'm so excited. So be great. Nothing else pays. You know, we're not perfect, but we're figuring it out. Be great. We love you. From the Gianni Show. Peace out. Thanks, Bobby. Thanks for being such a great host
Dude,
today.
this was so much fun. So much fun.
Yay. Okay, let me leave this meeting real quick. Gianni, I hope you have that recorded. Guys, did y'all like that? Look at the number 666 right now. That's because she's in the house.
Of course. You're such a troublemaker, swear to God.
All right, guys. So now we're going to go back to, I'm book writing. I'm continuing to write my book to all the gentlemen out there. It's a little manual, how to find, how to keep, how to protect your 10X relationships, everything you want to know about 10X ladies, how to get one on the same page with you, what do you do, gentlemen? Well, I got your back, okay? And I'm writing this manual. Bobby, you liking what you're reading so far?
Dude, you guys, it's so good. I'm going to force her to, well, hopefully I can get her to spit out a little bit of what she's writing in the book for us, because it's really, really good. It's really good.
Okay, so I'm going back to writing, and then we're going to do our little workout later on. And, oh, tonight. Okay, tonight.
10X ladies?
If you want to join my 10X ladies call, all the 10X ladies out there, go to 10xladies.com/network. Okay, and at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I go do a Zoom call to all my 10X ladies out there. I look forward to seeing you tonight.
Tonight?
See you. Be great.